Hey, what's up, you guys? Todd Falcone here. Welcome to actually my river property, which is my sanctuary. This is like one of my favorite, if not my favorite, places to come and hang out and just chill out. It's a private fishing property that we've had for like 20 plus years. And yeah, we just come here and hang out and relax. And so check this out. So my assistant, Christina, she's like, you need to do a blog post this week. And I'm like, I don't really feel like it. So what a perfect message for you guys is I'm down here enjoying the river property solo. There's like literally nobody for miles. It's probably 80 degrees. It's a fantastic day. I'm going to be going steelhead fishing here in this river in the next couple days. And I'll probably take a little dip here, but it's freezing. I mean, it's like, I don't know, probably maybe 50 degrees. So right. So I didn't feel like doing the post or doing the episode, right? And she sends me an email and she's like, look, you need to do the episode. I'm like, okay, fine. So my whole point is, a lot of times when you're an entrepreneur, you got to do things that you don't. It's like, in fact, there's a lot of times where I just don't feel like it. But when you do it anyway, that's the greatest thing. That's how you get ahead in life is, you can sit here and go, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like prospecting. I don't feel like getting out of bed. I don't feel like talking to another person. I don't feel like you fill in the blanks. But, when you decide for yourself that you're going to be self-employed and then be able to enjoy the freedoms of being at a place like this place is totally epic. Like, seriously. I mean, just here, there's my truck in the background, but it is absolutely spectacular. Let's go with the light a little bit better this direction. I think it's when when you decide, like, I'm going to be a true entrepreneur, I'm going to get after it, I'm going to make this thing work for me, and you take, it's like a level of responsibility that you've got to live up to even when you don't feel like it. There's going to be, in fact, most of you guys have probably already experienced already, like, I just don't feel like prospecting this week. I just don't feel like, doing a social media post this week. There's so many times I never feel like doing social media posts, but I do it anyway because I know it grows my business. So look, it's when you act in spite of how you feel that's going to make the biggest difference for you. So instead of like succumbing to your feelings, like, the truth is, like, okay, so I'm down here. I have no internet down here. I barely have I have like one bar on my phone. So in order for me to get this video to Christina so she can post it for you guys, I got to drive up the road 20 miles, which I'm going to. And why? I mean, do I feel like it? No, I'm like on holiday right now. I could have pre-planned it, but I was on another trip to Cabo right before. I literally had one day at home. Sorry for the shaky video, but it is what it is. I don't normally handhold, but I'm hand-holding right now. So I'm going to switch arms for a second, see how long the left arm can handle this. So if you can just get yourself to that position, that point where you're like, yeah, maybe I don't feel like it today, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm kind of done. I prospected enough today. Well, where will my business be if I just do a couple more calls, a couple more reach outs? I didn't do my social media posts today, but what if I did anyhow? I don't feel like it. There's so many times I promise you, if you talk to any entrepreneur that's been in the game for like whether it's network marketing or anything else for that matter, for any period of time, they're going to tell you there's a lot of times they just don't feel like it, but they do it anyway. So I just want you guys to maybe think to yourself, like, okay, those moments of times, those times where you're like, nah, I don't really feel like prospecting. I don't really feel like doing anything. I don't feel like getting out of bed today. Some people are like that. I mean, I've had days where I don't really feel like getting out of bed, but I do it anyhow. And then the crazy thing is, like, when you do the activity that you're not really feeling like doing, like, okay, let's talk about the gym. I never feel like going and doing yoga at 6 o'clock in the morning. I have to be up at like 5:20 in the morning and be in a yoga class at 6 o'clock in the morning. And my body's like, dude, no, you're not ready for this. And I literally never feel like it. It's funny though. Isn't that weird? Because so I'm on the river and we get up at like This time of the year, we get up at like 3:45 in the morning to go steelhead fishing. It's so weird how I just pop out of bed, ready to go fishing, because it's something I totally dig and I enjoy. And it's not that I don't enjoy yoga or I don't enjoy certain business activities or the results of those business activities, but think about things like you probably pop out of bed for certain things, but then when it comes to doing the work, putting in the grind, if you want to call it a grind, whatever, you kind of put it off. But if you just act in spite of how you feel, when you get done with it, like for example, going back to the yoga thing for a second, I don't ever feel like going to yoga, but when I get done with yoga at 7:00, I'm back at my house at 7:15, totally sweated out, stretched out, wide awake, feeling great, and ready to attack the day. And I'm so grateful that I act in spite of how I feel. So, message of the day, guys, is even when you don't feel like it, even when you don't feel like getting out of bed, even when you don't feel like prospecting at all, even when you don't feel like prospecting yet another person, that's when you do it, and that's called discipline. And I promise you, the more disciplined you are, the more times when you act in spite of how you feel, you're going to be able to do whatever the heck it is that you want to do with your life, with whomever you want to do it with. So anyhow, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It is a sunny, fantastic day here on my little place on the river, and I'm going to go back to tanning for a little bit, and then I'm going to drive up the road so you guys can see this video. So have a beautiful week. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next episode.